we are just meant to be. If only you and I. Don't you lose sight of what you want. Care about the simple things in life that bring you joy and
Welcome back, my Floridians, to another story time. And in this story time, we're going to be discussing. I'm talking to all of my female followers, and it is be very, very, very careful who you have kids with. And when I say this, it is because having kids. See, like, no, sex is a temporary feeling, temporary activity. Lasts maybe for most people around 18 minutes, so double the length of this video. But the effects are permanent for the rest of your life. If you get knocked up after one session, you are a parent for the rest of your life, and him at the most child support for the next 18 years. But did you also know that you can also claim up to 16? You can claim child support all the way up to 25 years old, which is crazy. I just found that out. But basically,
I'm saying it's
so ladies, when you decide to have a kid with somebody, not only like if you have a kid with somebody, you can't just cut them out of your life because that kid, they still have a claim to you and everything that you have because that's their kid that you had. One thing. Second, when you tell a lot of guys that you're a single mom, they're only going to want you for fun and just tell you to go home. They're not going to lock you down as a girlfriend or wife unless they're a single dad themselves, because they can't build onto what was already messed up. I mean, not to say that single moms are freaking used goods or anything, but it's like for us guys, would we rather build on a nice, fresh, flat plane of grass, or we want to build on a hillside where there's already a house and we gotta but there's covenants there that we can't destroy certain things and we can't do things a certain way. They're not going to have the single mom, so it affects your dating life too. Third reason is that also whenever you it's going to completely throw your whole life plans around. Now there is nothing going to happen on a guy if he gets you pregnant by accident. At most, you get him for a child support, and he has to pay and he has to pay a couple $100s a month. But if he gets a higher paying job or hits the lottery, has some other kind of cash windfall where that's not no longer a thing that's bugging him, and he pays it just like how he pays for lunch, then there's nothing bad's going to happen to him for his job, his future relationships, his career, his friendships, his free time. Nothing happens to him. But for the female that got knocked up by this dude, her life is permanently changed for the rest of her life, and it's just her friends and her family, and maybe his friends and family are all trying to step in to raise this kid. And unfortunately, a lot of girls that I went to high school with, some guys, and this is another thing too, ladies, is that guys will lie, swindle, deceive, fraud. What they will do, whatever they can do to get in your pants, and especially if you're in your teens / 20s, whenever you're most vulnerable, these guys will tell you sweet nothings and what you want to hear. They will say and do whatever it takes to get into your pants. But once they actually get in there, And if you unfortunately get knocked up by these guys, they're going to hit the dip, ghost you, block you, new number, new identity. They're just going to completely cut themselves out of your life and just leave you a single mom to fend for yourself. And next thing you know, you're mad typing a comment out to Brandon Jamal, and or you're posting a sob crying story on your dang TikTok or your dang Instagram about how he promised you the world, and then he got pregnant, so he left you. And don't think that because you do child support that you're going to get it. Or, yeah, because there's a lot of guys that do some shiesty shit to avoid child support. Even though states like Georgia and New York, they do license suspensions and they can even throw you in jail for falling behind. There's so many guys out there doing this shit that they're not gonna have time to accurately go through it all. To pursue them, and they may not pursue them to that extent. So don't count on that too. So with that said, please, and you may sound like a gold digger, but trust me, you need to make sure that every guy's alleys, financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all his alleys are in order before you decide to have a kid with this guy. Use the cornucopia of birth controls. Tell him that he needs to wear a condom before he gets inside that. Do whatever you can to protect yourself from an unwanted pregnancy, because you do not want to be somebody's baby mama. You, all my female listeners, y'all want to be somebody's loving wife, not baby mama. So if you go on, so I'm not knocking on you for being promiscuous and wanting to have a lot of sex, but what you need to do is protect yourself from an unplanned pregnancy with the wrong person. Because regardless of what freaking pro-life Republican repost on a story about how every baby is a miracle, imagine stuck paying for a brand new Escalade for the next 18 years. Yeah, that's basically what it is, and that Escalade, well, baby in the sense of going back to the baby, fucks up your whole career, your whole everything forever, and you go on your baby daddy's story and you see that he just living life like ain't nothing happened. But yes, ladies, definitely protect yourself, and dudes, if you do knock a woman up, step up to the plate. Don't just screw this woman's life up, and you only have to pay her a couple $100 a month. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next story time. Peace out, y'all.